I'll try my best to explain this to you guys. Apologies for the mustache. This is going to YouTube, so YouTube's probably going to be terrified. I'm sorry. It was Twitch chat that made me do it. But this is the AoE Battle Royale event, $10,000 prize pool. If I do win anything today, I'm going to donate it all to the Humane Society. You have to control various areas in the map and maintain control of them and survive the storm. This is game number 1. Let us go. Justice is Debbie. Everyone else goes by their actual name within the community. Trade workshops give you resources. Obviously, if you control, like, let's say, stable archer range, you can produce out of them. Best civs are civs that have siege onagers and or paladins. Nikov's got a really good civ for this. Tato actually has a pretty good civ for this as well. Huns, I'd say, definitely not the worst. Not the best either. There's a lot of civ luck. There's a lot of map luck. And apparently the game's not going to launch, so this gives us time to say hello, YouTube. Tip at the bottom. Research Marauders in your cast. Thank you for the tip, game. Yeah, this is something that'll be new in the upcoming patch, is the little tips here, which I think is nice.
Twitch Prime, I think it was.
Who is OGN? He is a French caster. And he might drop. Okay, here we go. Oh god. Mario's got the yellow clock. This is going to be fun. Okay, so you got to kill the Gaia units. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't want... Great start here. There we go. Okay, Nikov has captured a camp. I'm not going to be able to look at chat much throughout this if I want to actually do decently well, so. Okay, so OGN is over here. We're going to have to pick a fight early. So we're going to wait for him. Did I garrison something there? I did. So this trade workshop brings us resources. Looks like he's leaving. So we're going to take his camp. Okay, so this should be ours now. We'll take this camp as well. So basically we're just going to pick on OGN for the time being. I mean, we are feeding on his camps right now, so this is good. Now, this one, obviously, you've got to eventually move to the middle. But my strategy on this is to stay on the outer ring. Stay on the outer ring. Oh, you guys can't see minimap. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. I went to the... I don't know what scene to do. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to pause for now. This might work. That's better, right? So yeah, Yo is there. Oh my god, this is so good. Even playing against the AI, I didn't have this many free camps to collect. Oh, that's someone. That's actually someone. Okay. That's Doubt. Yo seems pretty strong at the moment. Okay, now he's stealing that camp from me. OGN's been defeated. Alright. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Debbie's been defeated. What's happening elsewhere? Yeah, I don't want Doubt. See, you can steal the camps. If you're not controlling them, people can steal them from you. So right now we're going to focus on maintaining camp control and branching out a little bit. Doubt's only got those eagles, so I should be able to take them out. Okay, we've got Yo over here. Being chased by cav archers from Nikov. I'm actually ranked number 1, which means I have most resources in the bank. But I also have armies split. So those are the concerns I have. So you hold these camps and eventually push to the mid. It's a risky approach. But in all my testing versus AI, this was the way to go. I don't know if testing versus AI is really the best way to do it, but... Stop stealing. Now it's so annoying. Keep stealing my crap. So you'll see the storm on the minimap. We've got so many camps. This is perfect. Okay, what is that? Hand cannons and crossbows from Mario. Yo is dead. I don't understand what's happening elsewhere. Certainly been fine for us. Hold on a second. Scouts there. See, you steal... Yeah, exactly. So you steal camps. And then you eventually take mid because you have more resources coming in. Yeah, everyone... In my opinion, based on my preparation, my very little preparation, everyone else is playing this wrong. Doesn't mean I'm going to win, but I think we have a good chance. Okay, don't want to lose that. Okay, Nikov's playing this well. So I think we're going to need to switch into...
From New Zealand. Where did you come from?
Paladins.
Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Like, the weakness of our current position is that... The weakness of our current position is that we now do not have the outer ring, and we're going to need to get there. What I don't like is we're going to have to go through Nikov. I think maybe we'll go this way. Through Mario, actually. Okay, so he's got hand cannons. Yeah, we're going to have to clear that. We really have no choice. Albs from Tato. Okay. It's a lot of army from Nikov. Is Nikov giving up mid then? He's trying to take control. Yeah, we've got to push this area.
Happy 3 months since my first 24-hour. First trimester almost over.
We're actually having some problems now, which is weird to say when the population's this high, but that is the case. Okay. So actually, you can buy res and sell. So if I just get to the base of this castle and there's no units there, we can take it. It becomes ours. Oh, he was in mid already. That's interesting. I feel like Mario can't create more. But that is also a really awkward army for us to engage against. Nikov's doing such a good job to get those other camps. Hate the fact he's got camel archers. Like, of all civs to be up against here, it sucks to be against Berbers. I think we take the castle, though. Wonderful. We can trade some Tarkins now. Okay, now Tata's got mid. Wonder if we can steal this castle. Good news is we're going to get a pretty decent score from this round. Bad news is... Well, we gotta beat out Mario. That's the thing. See if we can snipe the castles, snipe the tower.
Control of the middle with the unique unit.
This is where I wish, like, do you guys ever use control or select all stable hotkeys? I don't use those. I'll like control group my buildings. And this is where I wish I'm gonna try and take that from him as he's taking stuff from me. That I had that hotkey. Okay, still got camels there. Okay, so it's survival of the fittest. Let's micro our range units a bit more.
The winged hussars arrived.
We're losing our camps. It's not good. Get some cav archers out here. I don't want Nikov to take this. If he gets to the base and we don't have units there. See what I mean about having paladins and siege onagers? Tata's got SO there. Good luck taking that, people. I'm certainly not going to take that. Take the tower, thank you. Take the stable, thank you. Tato, don't do it. Okay, this is all mine now. I hate that. It's not good. Nico. Like I have to keep some units here. We have to outlast Mario. I think we're gonna get 3rd place. Outlast Berbers with Huns. Okay, so the storm is close. This is the only downside of this game mode, is that now the best thing to do is camp. Kind of the bad thing. I don't know what the others are up to. I only have a stable. Nikov, don't engage against me. I'm the nice guy. I'm the nice guy. Don't engage against me. What are you doing? Engage against Mario. Damn it, Nikov. Like, this is the difference between 3rd and 4th and a bunch of points right here. And he's letting Mario run around. I need to run as well. Bad Nikov. Oh, God. Latest are so OP, man. I think Lithuanians, Teutons, Slavs, those are the civs that come to mind. And Mongols are the civs that come to mind as the best civs in this. Can I get my stables back? Nice. That's good. It's got to outlast Mario, but now we have less units. So I think we got 4th place. So now I can kind of explain, because all I do is I don't move here. There's no reason for me to move. This trade workshop brings in resources. Let's make some paladins. And the more you collect, the more resources you get, the more buildings you get, the more you can create from. And then the storm continues to move in. You do always get a small trickle, even if you don't have a trade workshop. But it's nothing crazy. And if you didn't already pick up on this, if they don't have a unit next to a building, just running up next to it will control it for yourself. Now, Mario's got less than us right now. The rank always is based on who has the most pop. Yes! Okay, so now I have to outlast Nikov, but we saw what Nikov has, so that's not possible. So I'll get 3rd place. Pogs in chat, please. I'm very pleased to have gotten 3rd. Yeah, in practice, Tato was just insane, man. Nikov was not playing the practice games with us, but... No, Nikov. Oh, did you hear that? There's siege onagers. Oh, God. You see he's dying. This is not going to end well. Oh, God. Kill Nikov, not me. No. Not me. Not me. Tato! What are you doing? I'm your friend. Stop it. Split. Whoop. Here, let's get him to... Not me, Tato. Get Nikov. No! Get Nikov. Get Nikov. No! Ah! We can survive. Get second place. Dodge it. Dodge it. All right, GG. I was so close. I was so close to getting second. Damn it. Okay, so the way this works, there's 4 of them. And then so there's 2 separate groups. So what's going to happen next is I'm going to cast group 2, which is another 8 players. And so each group plays 4 games on 4 different maps. And then the top 4 from each group goes into a final, which will have 8 players on the final map. Tato played very well. I'm happy with 3rd place, especially considering like Doubt and Yo died before me. I think that's, I can't be too disappointed there. Tato just destroyed. But the big thing on that, like all maps are different. And the big thing is on this map, you want to get the camps so you can push the middle. Because the middle is pretty easy to take if someone goes there without camps, if that makes sense. And then, of course, that middle castle is very important if you have siege onagers. So Tato definitely lucked out there. All right, so we're going to go back and cast now. And we're going to cast game 1 from the other group, and I think that will be starting shortly. Joe stats. Didn't you see stats? I thought you saw stats. Well, hello, everyone. Salutes in chat subs. Hello, Delicious Yogurt. Hello, King of Gondor. Seems like SO is pretty important.
GG, so close.
See, the thing is, siege workshops are also in the middle on that map. So, and they're like bordering every other castle. So it's siege onager and paladin and cav archer is important. So think of civs that don't get good siege. Like think of like Mayans, for example. Mayans, Aztecs, Incas, awful. And so Doubt has an excuse. But yeah, I think the best civs to get are civs that get either a strong unique unit or paladin and siege onager. So like Mongols are top tier because of Mangadai, depending on the map. And siege onager and hussar.
So nice to have such a nice update with new game modes for O2.
Looking to see if the next game's going to start. The next game will start in a few minutes, so I can break. Oh, and Battle on Ice is awful. I hate it. So thank God I'm not playing it yet. Is it random pick? It's always random civs, yeah. So like I got Huns. The good thing about having Huns there is I can go cav archers and paladin. But what do I do against Halbesso? What about Franks? See, the thing is, I don't think Franks are all that good because a lot of the bonuses, like Axemen, are not really that useful in this. It's not like you can take advantage of cheap castles. Celts would be good. It depends, but yeah.
Good work, man. Appreciate
so,
tea.
To everyone who just got here, this is the Age of Empires 2 Battle Royale event. Welcome. I hope I don't scare you off with the mustache.
You got this easy.
I'll make sure.
You look like a German porn star.
I look like a German porn star from the 70s. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going for a career change if I don't win today. Diego Ness, thank you for the 7 months. We got 3rd place, so everything's looking good, at least so far on our end, but we have a lot of games, and so we're going to cast the next game right now, and I can actually explain to you guys kind of how it works, all right? But this is going to be included in the November patch, which will eventually come. Why do you have 2 mustaches? Frankie, stop it. All right?
Looking forward to
I may or may not have
Thanks.
accidentally shaved the middle of my mustache because when I shave in the shower, I don't look. I've never had a mustache before, so I just like out of habit just went
to the next stage.
And now I'm going like super scraggle now. Super scraggle. Did you go through to the next stage? No. I have to see if I can show this on stream.
Force nothing.
By the way, Capture Age came up with like a little program to view this. And I will use it in the future, but I'm not going to use it today. There's a lot of things I can't do that I normally do on stream. I can't use if I have it, and there's no like really like features that jump at you. It just kind of removes some of the unnecessary things DE has, which we can deal with. So it would require me to do a lot. When we review this, there's no chat or alerts, things like that. So for that reason, it's not worth the struggle for me. Unless you guys really like it, I could try it, but I'd prefer not to, personally. Thank you, Kootslu, for the Prime. Thank you, Booty Snake, for 41. Holy. What's up, Wordball? Thanks for 5. Do you think the mode will catch on? It's fun. It's fun. I mean, the mode will catch on if there's a $10,000 prize pool event. You know, as I said, I didn't know there was even prize pool when I ended up opting in to do this. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be good fun. Someone tweeted me and said, I'm not a fan of this because it's going to replace standard Age of Empires. And I was like, no. It's like, no, you don't have to worry about that. Just because Battle Royale is popular elsewhere, you don't have to worry that suddenly this is all Age of Empires is going to be. It's really cool. It's a nice idea from the devs, but it's not going to replace standard Age. Won't balancing Royale conflict with RM? There's no balance to be made, Bunny Warren. There's no balance to be made whatsoever. In before Age of Empires 4 is Battle Royale only. Like, if we look back at this 3 years from now and say that Battle Royale was a mistake, I'll be very surprised.
Force nothing.
What's up, Harrow? Thank you. How many new people are in chat today? A few. It's just a new game mode. Exactly. It's going to come out with the anniversary patch. Microsoft is not paying me to say good things about this. They never have. Which is why I complain a lot sometimes. Sorry. Can't help but be honest. But no, this is going to be good for the game and just good fun. Like, what you want is options, right? And hello, new people. You want options. So if you're someone who likes RM, 1v1 Arabia, I want that person to be able to do that. Black Forest, do that. Battle Royale, now you have a new option. It's really cool. Dude, what's on your face? A furry caterpillar. It was the weirdest thing. Yesterday, I'm just minding my own business, walking around the house, and suddenly, furry caterpillar just latches himself to my upper lip, and I can't get rid of it. That's what happened. What's up, Tilted Skirm? So you guys know how I've always used these little clip-on headphones, like a cheapazoid? So I had like orange ones before, and I think they were $8, but they were the most comfortable ones I could find. And I like no one sells these because no one uses these anymore, right? So I had them for like a year and a half. They got kind of gross because, you know, I wore them all the time. So I got rid of them and ordered new ones. These were an upgrade, $12. Panasonic's, big money, right? I can only hear out of one ear. So if you resub, I just hear like this little lady, hello T90, your farms are fantastic. Whatever you say with your resubs, it's just like one ear. It's so weird.
Jeremy from the 70s.
So yeah, I've got to figure that out at some point. Waiting for the next game to start. How does Bojangles react to the cat on your face? The cat has not attacked the mustache yet. The cat greatly prefers my ankles. Yeah. Also, we went kind of like crazy with decorations for Halloween. So we've got like spider webs and eyeball lights and whatnot all over the house downstairs. You might have seen like a small post on Instagram if you use that, which I rarely do. But anyways, but like Lorena sets up this like fake spider web on our stairs, except she's shorter than me. So for her, she can go underneath it just fine. For me, I have to duck beneath it every single time. So I'm like hitting fake spider web. It's not fun, but it's all right. I'll get through it. All right, battle on ice. Let's get to casting. And guys, let me know if the scene doesn't work. Minimap should be in the middle. I don't know what changed. I tested this all before the stream. This is so weird. I guess it's good we set this up. Was my face cam on scene, though, when we set this up? Wait, so the whole time the cam wasn't there before. Gotcha. Gotcha, okay. Well, ladies and gents, welcome. And this is Battle Royale. Pay attention not to the villagers, but the military counts and the camp counts. And you're going to see players going around with their starting units to try and control camps. Eventually, there's castles and there's docks in the middle you should control. There's a lot of Gaia units on this map, and it's very, very tough to find a balance. Now, just look at the total score. Do you see Viper in the yellow? Viper's already controlled the archer range. and the barracks. Viper already has a trade workshop. Viper's got another trade workshop. Good start for Viper as far as workshop goes. Now, my strategy, again, having tested this, is you have to have a fine balance of when you go to the middle. It's kind of civ dependent. Like Viper's Berbers, he might want to get camel archers out, so he might want to engage this. But those are Teutonic Knights. So you try and hold on to your little camps so you have resources. Like, how's Hera doing? I think Hera's dead. I can tell Hera was very prepared for this. She's got... Wait, what's Hera's population? 3? What? Sniper died for this? Sniper was originally in the top 16 to play. I don't know what happened. Maybe Sniper backed out because of technical issue. But then I saw Hera was on the list, and apparently Hera... He's got 3 pop... That's funny. That's funny to see. So preparation does pay off. Hera's probably dead. Like, look at Mem's position, for example. Mem at 44 population. He's got a similar situation to what Viper had, except I think he only has 1 camp. I don't think he should be fighting Teutonic Knights with a Paladin and Halb. That's really... Okay, that's not his best move ever. You know, Viper's got some Cav Archers out, so that's good. And so Viper can take this. This is really good for Viper, because Viper can get Trade Workshop and a Castle after he takes out these units. Now, what's weird is the Gaia units sometimes don't even attack you. So if you just push them away from the base of a building, you can actually control it yourself. There we go. Mem's got some Cav Archers now. Celts is kind of a tough one. Tough civ to have here. Again, Trade Workshops is the key. Hera update. Hera's still got 3 units. So at this point, Hera's just playing to not be last. There's no other way to put it. He's just playing to not be last place. And he's... How's Odette doing? Nah, I mean, Odette does have a trade workshop at least, so bringing in some resource and has more units. But then again, Hera, he doesn't have a lot to focus on, so... We'll see what his micro ends up being like. Viper's still looking good? Viper, like, you see what I mean? It's so tough to push this, and then you eventually got to think about going to the middle. Now, there's a strategy I suggest for this map, and it's actually to just send in random units. Like, look at Dogal's point of view. Dogal has sent in random units to control the docks. It's kind of confusing because Gaia is also gray. And so he's starting to take control of the middle, which is pretty important. Problem for Dogal is he doesn't have trade workshops, so he doesn't have a lot of resources. Like, look at Nacho! My co-host to World Cup 2v2. Vamos! Yeah, Viper's doing a good job. Overall, I hate to say, it pains me to say Viper's doing a good job. But, he's doing a good job. You guys want to hear a story? Where's Hera at now? Oh, Hera collected some towers. Okay, so I was doing... We were doing test games like 2 or 3 days ago, right? And in that game was Debbie. And in that game, I was winning, right? And I hear Viper walk into Debbie's room and say, "What's happening?" And Debbie's like, "Oh, I'm dead, and T90's winning." And I heard Viper in the back of the room say, "That doesn't make any sense." And I was like, I thought Viper could hear me. I was like, Viper, I can hear that. And so I made a joke. I was like, "Tell Viper even a blind squirrel gets a nut." And then so Debbie's like, "What does that mean?" She didn't understand the phrase. So I explained the phrase. I was like, "It means even bad players can win every now and then." And so Debbie just turns around to Viper and says, "Tristan says even bad players can win every now and then." And I'm like, "No, that was not the phrase." She got it all wrong. And I'm sure that made Viper so happy. Hera has 1 unit left. Hey, at least he's not going to be second place. That's Dave's joke to make. I can't steal Dave's jokes. Hera's dead. Wow. Okay, so it can't be worse for Hera next time. Viper now has used all of his resources. He's getting the trade camps, or has the trade camps, right? And now he's going to start taking mid. And Dogal's probably going to be one of the next to go down. Odette just went down. But you see how you can see the storm pretty clearly on the minimap? It's pretty cool. Having done some Royale games in the past, I think this is really important. Now, it sucks to be, like, this is why it's so civ dependent. Like, Nilly over here, who's in 3rd place, is Teutons. Teutons don't get Bracer. So on water, which is very important on this map, he's kind of screwed compared to civs that do get bracer. So it's a bit of a shame for Nilly, but again, 3rd place is not bad. Lix is really struggling. Lix is only at 38 pop, and I feel like Lix doesn't have enough trade workshops. Only 1, 2, bringing in resources. Viper, look at those resources. Now, you can actually use the trade workshop as a market, too, to, like, sell. I would probably be selling that food right now. And from here on out, I'd probably only go in Viper's position for camel archers and galleons. We've got Japanese for Nacho, who does have cannon galleons, but I forgot about Mem. Mem is just trying. The best thing that Mem can do is just not fight until the storm forces him to. Because what you don't want to do is die in 6th place here. You want Dogao to die before you. That is at least the way the event is structured. Because the way the event is structured is you get 1 point for getting 8th place, 2 points for 7th, and like in total your points are added up throughout the 4 games that each group plays. Then the top 4 from each group play in one final game, which is the 5th game. So in total, we're going to have 9 games today. 4 I will cast, 4 I will play, and hopefully a 5th I'll play. Yeah, Viper's just destroying everyone. Nacho, his population is similar, but Viper's got more Navy. And on this map, it's important to have the middle, so I think Viper's better there. Nilly's definitely better than Lix. How's Mem doing? Okay, Mem's making a run for it, and we'll actually take control of these docks now. It was funny, when we did test games, Nilly got, like, Mezzo Civs 3 times in a row. It was so funny. And they're pretty bad on this, because you want, like, Paladin, Siege, or good Navy Civs. So we got, like, Mayans, then Incas, then Aztecs. Oh! Boom! Heavy demos. Piggity Pog. Can you delete buildings? No, you cannot. And remember, you need to have a unit next to a building to maintain control of it. So a good strategy is just to swoop in with 1 unit and just take control of camps. Yeah, unfortunately for Nacho, he went from being in a great position in 2nd place to now being 40 population. And Nacho might die before some of the others. So again, Mem's at 29 pop. He's really doing a good job to just avoid fights. Yeah, Nacho can't really do that now. So Nacho, he dropped all the way down to 5th now. And Lix just lost one of his camps to the storm. Nilly's about to lose 2 of his camps, so that's lack of resources for him. But he does have this camp in the middle. How's Viper when it comes to camps right now? I mean, he has... feel like Nilly might have a slight chance here, because Viper... I'm looking for camps here. Okay, that's Dogal's. That's Dogal's. Dogal tried to snipe these, I guess, at the very, very end. That's such good thinking. Viper's got 1 camp there. Is it random civ only in general or just for this event? Well, it's, I don't know what it's going to be when you queue up, but I think it will allow pick civ like everything else. I like random civ because it adds variety, but it's a $10,000 event and random civ is not fair. So I don't think anyone here is like, well, don't get me wrong. People are going to play sweaty and try hard, but you know, people recognize it. It is what it is. And this is just to highlight the event for the community. But it depends. Like I said, like Teuton's in the previous map, really good. But on this map, maybe not as good because you need water control. Nilly at 128 pop now. Viper at 117 population. And Memb is at 18 pop. And Nacho is about to die. He's got 1 samurai. Nacho, don't go near the storm. Don't go near the storm. You've got to outlast Dogal. Dogal's out there somewhere with stuff. Yeah, Dogal's over here. Yeah, just sit here. Mem, if he wants to, could actually... Oh, Mem, come on, don't use your hero. Mem, he lost his hero. Heroes are strong, man. I was thinking maybe he could... he could use the hero against the samurai, which is now dead. Okay, so Nacho's out in 6th place. Nilly's got these elite Teutonic Knights over here. Lix, props to him. He's been staying alive. Lix is at 15 pop. Dogal's even worse. Dogal's at 9 pop, and he's just trying to make whatever units he can and then run around See, what's good about Dogal, though, you see how he's controlling new docks. So if he can just get enough resources to make an extra galleon or two just to stay alive, that'd be huge. He's got to move this in, though. And where's Membat? Mem's got some navy and a Treb. So he should die. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take. And this might actually be the end for him. Viper was first in King of the Desert 3. I'm sure he would have a little bit more mercy on Mem. But more reason to be aggressive here, Kappa. 4 units for Mem. Dogao so close as well. I think Mem is going to... Oh, it's going to be a photo finish! Mem's dead first. Right? Is that not it? It says he has 0 pop. How is he still alive with 0 pop? That's a bug. That's a bug. Okay, now it says he's dead. Okay. Yeah, buildings don't matter. Actually, no, buildings do matter because you could technically produce from them. Okay, so Viper. Let's check how much he has in total military. 100 warships. Nilly has 37. I don't see any way Viper loses this. And Lix is still alive. But yeah, Teutonic Knights just do not match up well against Navy and Camel Archers. Plus, Viper's got the castle there with Cav Archers inside. Dogao, though. Dogao might be able to steal 3rd place. If I'm Lix, you just snipe Dogao. Because there's no other way. It's not like you're going to get past Nilly and you're not going to get past Viper. So Lix is doing the right thing. He's going to snipe 1 Conic. Actually, that was Conic number 3. And now Dogao's on 3 pop. Dogao doesn't have any resources coming in. And there's a very slow trickle if you don't have a trade workshop, but it's not fast enough. Lix, be careful! Lix, be very careful of the storm. Oh, God. Okay, and now Dogao's out. That was so good from Lix. And Lix might actually get 2nd place. Because Viper's been focusing on Nilly. Is Lix going to get 2nd place? Wow. I think that, yes, Lix will get 2nd place. Nilly was defeated. So Viper defeats his teammate. Viper gets 1st. Lix will get 2nd. There's no way Lix wins this. That was crazy, man. Like, Nacho was in 2nd place. Ended up in 6th. Lix was in, like... I thought he was going to be 6th. And ended up getting 2nd. Alright, GG. So that's Group 2. Group 2 is looking pretty strong. Biggest surprise is probably the fact that Hera never got higher than 3 population. And yeah, we'll see. I have to play now in our next game. And I got 3rd place. So the goal is to like remain 4th or higher because you want to be in the top 4 after all 4 games are played. Okay. That whole time you guys didn't see my face in there, right? Because maybe I can message overlay guy. I wanted to have cam up for while I'm playing. Okay. Thankfully, yeah, get out of here. Add cam. It's Mustache 90 today, okay? We have to make up for the fact that Mustache 90 is not available on other streams. And if you don't like it, I apologize, but today's supposed to be a special event, so we're mixing up with Mustache as well. What happened to Hera? I don't think he prepared at all. I don't think he knows anything about the maps. That was extremely unlucky, but it didn't seem like he understood.
I see stash cam.
I think just there, knowing Hera, he'll learn a bit more going into the next game. All right. All hamburgers, hello, and thank you for 6 months. Yes, I'm a simple man. I see stash cam. I sub. I don't know if everyone else works like that.
Everything I've ever wanted.
That would be an interesting business plan. That was. Belek, thank you for 4. Guys, I'm gonna remove this in about a week, so enjoy it while it lasts. Thank you to Valby8 for the 3 months. Thank you to Buninitis. Sounds like a weird butt disease. Thank you for the Prime. Thank you, Lime Devil and Lil Tro. Honestly, the stash suits you. Well, it's really, it needs trimmed and cleaned up a bit. Chat's so interesting. Half of chat says, this mustache is disgusting. Stay away from a school. And then the other half of chat says, if you shave it off, I will cry in my sleep. Cry in my sleep. Cry myself to sleep. What about Movember? I've been doing that for the last 2 months, all right? We'll see. I'm not sure. Oh, God, I hate this next map.
Force nothing.
Oh, God, we might be in trouble.
Baby Shano, okay, I'm joking.
This next map is really tough for me. Oh, you need me on Discord, Felix? All right, no worries.
Feels like yesterday I was learning Voobly for the first time.
There you go,
Subscribe
Felix.
to see the stash gone.
Subscribe to see. Guys, if you subscribe, I will continue to grow the stash out more. Also, if you subscribe, I will remove the mustache. Both of those are true because as I'm talking right now, the mustache is growing more. And then in the future, at some point, I will also remove said mustache. So, I mean, either way you look at it, we're good. All right, let's set this up. Again, this is like a throwaway for me because this is really, hold on, I have to get to the right scene. Nope, that's not it either. Guess it's not on my stream deck. Okay, this is where we're going to add Cam. Salutes in chat for Overlay Guy for being around, watching, and fixing this for me. He's a beast. But yeah, this is, if I get higher than top 4, I'll be very pleased because this is my worst map. This and El Dorado are really bad for me. Also, if I were to say the best player, it's clearly Tato. Tato in the practice games won like every time. He's so good. Thank you, Nelly, for the 10 months. Thank you, Elasso, for the 10 months to subscribe to see the stash gone. Fair enough. Wildstorm, 17 months feels like yesterday. I was learning Voobly for the first time. Yeah, times have changed really fast, man. So, for those that don't know, Mario Ovale is a big YouTuber from Latin America. He does casting, and OGN is a French caster. And then Justice is Debbie from Germany. So I think they're like the idea is to represent the languages, right? So she's probably doing a German stream. So if you need any more German than 9, then go to her stream. If you need any more Spanish than Hola Amigo, go to Mario Ovale's YouTube. If you need any more French than Oui Oui, then go to OGN's stream. But and then if I can't speak Mandarin at all, so I can't even represent Yo. But yeah, that's the deal. Wish me luck. Also, Kaylee, are you watching? Curious if you're watching this right now. We're trying to debate on how we're going to upload this content to YouTube. Okay.
Twitch Prime, I think it was.
Nikov's Incas. What civ am I? Malians. I hate it because now I don't have Bracer. I do have SO though. So Tato's Lithuanians. I think Lithuanians are so good. Oh god, this one. Oh, everything about this one's tough. Okay, so one of your unique units is a bit faster than the other, so it's important to split them up. But depending on the units you find at the camp, you need to group them together. Okay. Oops. Okay. What's weird is I almost always see the architecture and then make the wrong unit. Okay, so you're gonna want to get docks on this one real early. It's more about water than anything on this map. Just gonna patrol in. So what you do is just set waypoints around. It's a tactic anyways. Having the potential to make light cap here is really cool. Yeah, you can't expect any of this to be pretty, I'll tell you that much. I remember, oh god, elephants. That'll be interesting. You control water, but if you want to take control of these areas, you just have to stand next to it when there's no enemy units. That's why if I set waypoints, I'm just controlling more, or focusing more on that. Malians are so garbage for this, though, because I don't even get Galleons, so... one of the worst civs to get for a water map. Despite that, we're doing okay at the moment. If you haven't realized already, you do get harbors on this map. I think I can take that fight, right? It's against Italians. Okay. We've got this secured. Looks like it. Do Malians get heavy demo? I don't know if that's heavy or not. Haven't been able to tell. They don't get heavy demo either?
I'll name our child Young
Brutal.
Mighty.
Absolutely brutal. I think champions are going to be good in this situation. Okay, I've got to regroup here a little bit. Okay, he's got galleons there. Yeah, this is going to be rough. Off to a good start, but because we can't mass galleons, we're... Oh! Great micro by me. I think OGN's got a lot of his pop over here. The position that Debbie has in the middle is good. We're going to have to break that. Fish traps from Mario. Man, those Italian arbs are doing work. I don't even get heavy scorpion. What does this Civ get? Oh god, that hurts. Did I lose camps? Looks like we're losing some to the storm. Okay, we're gonna try and just snipe camps by getting units there. As you're seeing here, Mario's on that side. Okay, this is important. So we need to push middle and we don't get Galleon. What do we do? Do I get fast fire? Those don't even look like fast fires. Need to go for a castle? No, not really in this game mode though, because you got to control the castle. Debbie might actually be in a decent spot because I can't do jack against this. I do get fast fire. Okay, okay, good. That's nice. Tato is doing the strategy I talked about where you just run around and steal camps. Ooh, I want that. Tato's over there. Big thing. We need to remember it's all about survival and getting top 4. I have a crappy Civ, and I also hate this map. So all these things add up to we've got to kind of wait. I feel. Be very patient. I don't want to be the first to engage against Debbie because her score seems really low. So what I hate, though, is that it seems like our camps are going to be lost. So we're going to try and steal some back. Okay, so camp's going to be taken there. We're going to try and take this one back. Nice. Dude, we're so vulnerable to demos, though. It's brutal. I think Tata's taking the other side. Okay, Dowd looks really low. Can I steal this dock? I think I can. Yep. Tata looks like he has it covered, though. Where's Dowd? I just don't like how this is progressing for us. That's good. Use a scorpion, whatever. Oh, Tata's on the way. That's fine. Tata knows exactly what we're trying to do here. The middle is most important on this map, and Tato currently has it. Jeez, man, Tato's a beast. Unreal. Like, Nikov's got low numbers. We've got to make sure that we take care of that if we can. Don't Latis beat the camels? Oh, look at that micro. What a nerd. Just got completely out microed. Hit Nikov. This is revenge for game 1. Okay, save the demos. Don't have many docks, guys. Okay, come in here. Chase me, Tato. Alright, I thought that was going to be better, but I'll take it. We haven't seen Yo, have we? I don't think we've seen Yo. Man, I'm so annoyed that I have such a crap sieve. I just bought way too much wood. It's a real shame. Can I take Mario? See, the bad thing is we're almost forced to address, like, we're forced towards Tato. We're just gonna camp. Camp and get pop out. Come on, how do I not have that? Damn it. So sneaky from Tato. Gotta wait till Doubt goes down. Again, we just won top 4. Oh god, that's not good. Oh, Doubt's down. But no, Tato. No, Tato, no. He might see me as the biggest threat right now. He's watched me play before, he knows. I can't do anything. I have to fight this. Sucks. I just gotta hope and pray. Alright, we'll run. Like, if I go this way, I have to run through his castles. So, rip me. Don't block me! No, 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 no! Yes, thanks to E. Maybe I can steal some docks over here. No! Mario's camping them! No! Run! There's still space over here. Oh, yeah, we've got an archer range. Let's go. We got a dock. Oh, God. Mario. See, that he was doing the same thing as I, except I was forced into the middle earlier. Feels bad, man. Unless there's an absolute miracle. Yeah, we're fourth. Okay. My worst map, I had a Civ without Galleon. That's fair. I don't think anyone can complain about that. I'm very happy with that. If I had another Civ, I have more of a shot, but that's rough.
Well played, man. Now shave off that mustache.
Who said that? Gaffle Spoon, thank you for the 5. So, Yo, like, think about it. Yo's got Portuguese, so he can make caravels and galleons. Tato's got a Civ with Bracer, and he's got Elite Latis. And then we got Teutons. Great job from Mario. Oh, hold on. So this is also pretty good because OGN and Debbie died really early in the previous ones, right? So far, like, they're not going to advance. Doubt died pretty early as well. So, like, 3 players are near the bottom of the table, and then Nikov was, I think, second in the first time we played. So Yo is flat out in the middle. It was this castle that was tough for me. Is there game time? Oh, you guys can't see game time. It's at 22 minutes at the bottom. But it's not really that important here because you can just see the storm. Sorry, like, for some reason with the new patch, like, none of the mods I used work, so we had to change some scenes. I think Yo's gonna take this. Does anyone remember what Yo placed in the first time we played? Wasn't he, like, 6th or 7th? Is Mario? I would love for Mario to beat Tato here. Actually, no, I want Tato to win because I prefer there's no competition for 3rd and 4th place. So I think it's better if, like, the same people win, and then I maintain. I got 3rd the first time, 4th this time. I don't know. I'm thinking about it too much. Tato's just going to run arounds now. And truthfully, Tato might, if Yo wants to, he could take out Mario first. Yeah, I think Tato is going to outlast, unless he hits the storm. Tato's got to be real careful. And Mario should be trying to hunt him down. Oh, boy. Yo's focusing Tato? Yo is focusing Tato. That's amazing. All right, I can respect that. He's focusing Tato first, knowing what Tato's going to do. And now Tato is going to be third place, not second. Yeah, and Mr. Yo clearly wins this. You might as well just delete your navy now, Mario.
Nice dash.
But Tato, he got first in the first one, third in the second one. So he is still number one in the group. Yo, that probably shoots him up pretty far. He's probably top 4. I think I'm top 4. I'll have to look at the table. I also have to find out if I can show it on stream. And now we cast. We'll cast the other group. Mr. 7-0 with 7 kills. Easy peasy. Let me get word from Robo that I can show this group. It was asked before. I'm going to ask again. Never mind. Saw answer. All right. So this is the score table. What do you think so far, guys? Pretty fun? Wait, where's the scores? I don't think the score table's updated. It looks really fun. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm tied with Mr. Yo at third, as everyone expected. Okay, here's a look. We have Group A. The water maps are really bad. Yeah, El Dorado's even worse. I'm not a big fan of the water maps either. And there's a lot of civ luck. But the goal is to get top 4 in our group. So we're third. Tato has 14 points. Mario has 12. Wait, where did Mario place? So he placed 4th. Oh.
Ace dash.
Wow, okay. I'm tied for 3rd. / 4th. Nikov is then right behind. And then you got Doubt, Debbie, and OGN. So, like, it's still very much manageable for all those players. Because if you get a win, you get 8 points. So it's within reach for everyone to stay top 4. For Group B, I mean, it's just 8 through 1 all the way down. We're about to cast that next one. But, you know, Viper number 1, then Lix, then Nilly, then Dogao. Okay. T90 is 3rd. T90's mustache is 1st. Well, thank you. You know, okay, so last night, one of my girlfriend's friends I'd met for the very first time, and she had, like, never, like, seen me before. And she was like, I like your mustache. It's pretty cool. And it was the first mustache compliment I've ever gotten from someone who had not seen me before the mustache. It felt so good. I was like, oh, thank you. It did wonderful things for my ego. It's horrible right now, though, because it's, like, really long. But when I go skydiving, I want it to, like, flop in the wind. So, you know, I have to... Lorena does not like it this scraggly, but I think it'll be better for the video when we go skydiving next week. Thank you, Regan Lowell, for the 250 bits. Regan says, I must ask you a question. Haven't heard that one before. Jeez. Thank you, a Big Sweaty, for the 8 months and the mustache compliment. Embilada, thank you for the 3. Thank you for the Prime, RWR. Hello and welcome everyone to the Age of Royale event. Hope you're enjoying. I'm about to cast Group 2. And yeah, that'll be starting shortly. Hello, Miss Trefizzle. Wax the stash. So I ordered like a mustache kit, but apparently it was just for like grooming and trimming. I thought it would have like this weird, like, you know, mustache product. So yes, I have to order more things. The prize pool is $10,000. And I think... What's the command we have, Ducks? Is it BR? I don't know how to access
How
the
does the Battle
link.
Royale work?
It's
Is it a
just
bit
battle.
like Castle Blood?
And then the prize pool split is as follows. First place is $2,700. Second place is $2,000. Third is $1,500.
Let's
Fourth
see if
is
Hera can
$1,250.
finish second to last here.
Fifth is $1,000. Sixth is $750. Seventh is $500, and eighth is $300. Anything that I earn goes directly to the Humane Society. So remember, if people kill me, they hate puppies. All right. But it looks like the next group's game is about to start. So it can't be worse for Hera. You know, there's that much is true. Bandit, thank you for the 4 months. T90, can you explain the game mode? Been out of the AoE scene since Champions League. Well, it's just, this is new today. And if you've ever seen Battle Royale games, it's similar to that. Thank you, D Longer. So you start with a few heroes. You then have to collect different camps and different buildings. So the more camps you collect, which are called, I think, trade workshops, then you get more resource income. And then the more stables and archer ranges and siege workshops you collect, you can produce from. This next one has a huge fortification in the middle. I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, and the map shrinks.
This Battle
Exactly.
Royale under is pretty cool. Do you know what else would have been cool? Playing on a community-made Battle Royale map. Sad Violenti 90 salt.
There used to be Battle Royale prior to DE. This is not a unique concept. All right, I think they started. Looks like it. Fall of Aksum. I will explain here how this works and what players should be focused on. Also, you'll have to remind me, I might accidentally go to the wrong scene today. But yes, here we are. Okay, so this is Fall of Aksum. And on Fall of Aksum, again, you start with 2 heroes. And you want to collect camps, but you'll notice there's a lot in the middle. This is Gaia. So it's pretty tough to take the middle. Now, what's interesting about this one, and we're going to focus on Viper's perspective first. What's interesting is there's camps everywhere. You see how close the camps are? And these are the trade workshops. So the way to play this is be the last one to the middle. I have never lost a game on this map, but I probably will today after saying that. And I also shouldn't be sharing my strategies.
Mandatum.
But, you know, as I said, it's all in good fun. Anything that's won, from my side anyways, goes to charity. So, like, Licks might be tempted to push the middle. But I think you just want more camps on the outer ring because you're not going to be able to push the middle without resources. Now, in the middle, there are also camps and there are also buildings. So it's not like that's not an option. But I think something tells me Viper hasn't played the map because he's scouting an area where there's no camps. So, like, preparation is very important. If Viper had played the map, I think that he would already have taken this and already have taken this. And he'd be in a great position. But he's still first. The population is based on a... Oh, man. Lix's Teutons. Again, Teutons can be so good in this. But the population's based on... Or, sorry, the score at the bottom right is based on your population.
T90 dressed up as Super Trooper for Halloween. Love.
Okay, Hera is in 4th place. But Hera's got 1 camp. Like, he doesn't even... Hera's got to collect this trade workshop. This isn't his yet. So this is the focus. Like, this is why I think a little bit of prep is good. He should know that he's not getting resources. There he goes. Okay. Yeah, those are the things you've got to focus on. Viper with 2 trade workshops. It's also, I think, the best color for this is gray. Oh, and Dogao siege towered over. Yo, what a play. What a play. He actually siege towered over. But yeah, I think the best color is gray because it's really hard to tell what's Gaia and what's the gray player. So instead of making siege, he's just sent champions over. I don't know, though. Again, this is vulnerable, right? He doesn't know this, but I think you've got to be hitting the camps. Like, Nilly should swing. Viper should keep swinging this way, which he's doing. Yeah, here we go. Hera's got it now. Like, swinging to the outer ring is the way to do it, in my opinion. But as he gains one, he loses one. It's really hard to know if they're coming in. Again, hard to see if it's Gaia that has it or Dogao. As Mem was defeated, that's going to hurt. I don't think he had the greatest... I think he was like maybe 4th in the first one. Who else is close to defeat? Oh, Odette only has 2 heroes. Wow. And then Nacho as well. So it looks like Odette and Nacho are definitely going to be the next 2 to go down. So at least all the pro players that are going to be remaining are going to be top 5. That makes the group competitive. Hera pushing the mid now. Again, just back to my point. You see how Dogal's focusing mid? As he's focusing mid, you can take the other camps, but hard to say. That's why if you see me play, I just randomly send units in circles with waypoints. Because I want to collect camps without having to focus on it. But Lix has a pretty good position here in the middle with these buildings. Being Teutons and making Halb, Siege Onager, and Paladin. I think Teutons are top tier in these settings. Plus you get the, if you control a castle, they're Teuton castles. So they got crenellations and everything. I think Viper made one too many Scorpions. We'll see. But Britain Scorpions is... I mean, truthfully, you probably don't want to make Arbs, because Arbs are so low HP, but Viper's got to get to the middle soon. His place has definitely changed a bit. Update on... Oh, Odette just stole a stable! Well done, Odette. Let's go. We got more units now. Nilly's got a few Cav Archers over here, but Odette could deal with that. And then could then take the trade workshop from Nilly. Nilly will gain some from the middle. Do you start post-imp? Yeah, you do. No eco. Oh, Nacho just stole a siege workshop from Dogal, but Dogal's on the case. I don't know. I'm not sure who's really winning this right now. I want to say Lix is because of being Teutons and the position here. But Viper has a lot of camps. I guess the problem for Viper is he's freaking Britons, man. Like, his Cavs, garbage compared to Paladin Civ. Arbs are probably not what you want in this situation. You really can't do much with Britons. It's just... I mean, Viper had a good Civ with Berbers in the first game in their group. Now, he's stuck with this. See if Viper can make it. Like, he kind of adopted the strategy I had said where you want to leave... Take the camps on the outer ring... and then leave the middle till later. But now look at Lix's position. Lix is this castle. He's about to take this castle and this castle. He'll have all the castles in the mid. But you know what? Lix has to be careful. Lix has to defend this. Because if he ends up in the mid and doesn't have his trade workshops and doesn't have his buildings to produce from, he will die. Also, Nilly, Lithuanians, Paladin, Cav Archers, Rams, Onagers. Odette's still holding on. And Nacho still holding on. I guess we're only like 12 minutes in. I know you guys can't see the time, so. What would be top 5 civs? It depends, but I want to say... Teutons? Like, think of the Siege Onager civs that have good cav. Right? So, Teutons. Slavs could be top tier. Because you get Drazina Halb. You get Cavalier. Humans would also be really good. I also think Mongols are top tier because on maps with lots of castles, you can get Mangadai and you get Siege Onager and you get the Hussar. Do Bulgarians get Siege Onager? Someone just said Bulgarians. Here's Hera now. Alright, so Hera will try and steal some of these castles. Now, what's funny is if you hop inside of a castle like that, you're not controlling it unless you have units next to it, right? So I once was trying to run away from the enemy and hopped into what was my castle, but then the enemy followed to the base of my castle, and then I lost it. My units ejected out right into their units, and I died. Oh, big shot. Oh, big shot. Big shot. Big shot. Big shot! Boom! Hera! You're pop! Bro! Hera! You're patrolling into a barracks! A barracks! Oh, God! Well, he's still second place. He's still got castles in the middle, but that was... You know what? Could be really sick here, though, is spam Samurai. Because Samurai produced so quickly, and he's got castles now. Viper, second place, but Viper still with the outer ring. Can he make a push? Oh, Nilly's being a pest. See, Nilly and Viper had the same approach, and Nilly's taking the camps from Viper. This is also revenge for when Viper killed Nilly in the first game of their group. So I think Nilly, with the amount of paladins he has, is about to clear up Viper, and Viper's going to have a really bad placing in this game. Odette's still alive, by the way. 1 unit. Yodit. Princess Yodit's over here. Doubt's probably rooting for Odette right now. It is very, very fitting that Odette, who is female, has a final female warrior. Let's go. Yo, instead of Odet, it's Yodet. Ah, I see what you're doing. Well, it'd be massive for Hera, because what do you get, last place in the first one? So it'd be massive for him if he would be able to get like anything top 3. Nilly's placement was not at all bad in the first one. I think he was top 4 in this group. And if he... like, I would say he's pretty much confirmed at this point to get top 4 at least. It's all about how quickly Viper dies. How quickly Odette dies. Viper... I think you just have to accept that you're going to die at this point and try and keep as many units alive as possible. Like, run in here. I mean, he could take that tower for himself if he just stood next to it. Oh, and Odette was defeated. All right, so now can Viper beat Dogao? Dogao's got 37 units. And then Hera has 56. Nilly has 106. It's 50 for Lix. So, pretty rough situations. You know, again, we are seeing the... like, what did Tato do well with the previous game that we played? It was Lithuanian, so Paladin Civ, Paladin Siege, Nilly doing a great job here. However, Lithuanians have pretty trashed tier Siege, so... what'll be interesting, though, is if Lix can get enough Siege Onagers out. So if he can get enough Siege Onagers out, he can do well. Viper just took control of a barracks so he can make champs. Dogao could take control of Viper's tower. Oh, Viper rejected. That might give Viper 4th place then. That was really good. Yeah, Viper seems to recognize the situation. I don't know where Dogao's pop is right now. Is that it? 13? It's around. It's like we have the two... I can't even say the two top dogs. Like, it's weird how Hera's not pushing the castles. I was going to say Lix and Nilly were the top 2, but Hera has most pop right now? What? This will be fun, though, because Hera's going to take the outer, like, I guess the outer ring. He should have more resources coming in than Nilly and Lix. And Nilly and Lix are also trading against each other. So Hera's like, oh, finally I can kill Viper. Let's go. Finally, this is my chance. Been waiting so long for this. So he's going to try and clear out Viper. And he's doing a good job. My concern for Hera is, how does he push mid? He pretty much can only push mid if the others are distracted. Viper with 10 pop. Dogao with 29 pop. It's too bad MBL's not in this, because you really need to be a cockroach at some points. And MBL would probably be so good at cockroaching it up. Like, here comes Hera. There we go. He's going to have a castle now. I'm surprised he's not making Samurai. Because he's going to lose these other buildings soon. 2 castles now for Hera. Problem for Hera is SO can counter everything he's got. And Nilly, who I said was guaranteed top 4, might not actually be top 4. Let's see what he can do here. There's a Siege Onager. Oh! And the Storm! Nilly? Okay, Nilly will take out the SO at least and get some buildings back, which is really important. Oh, Viper on 12 pop here with Britain range. Oh! Ah! Viper! Oh, God. Oh, God. And Hera's looking like he's in the best spot in terms of total population. 120 population for Hera. This is more like it. Well, this is where every player is going to be happy to be top 3 because they just want to advance to the finals. So I don't think Lick should be forcing engagements. Hera is a little bit dangerous to do that against this many Siege Onagers. So I'm surprised he's doing it as well. Nilly might be the next to go down. He's at 8 pop. He's trying to produce. He's trying to run around with these units here. And Hera will... oh, wow. Even Dogao's in there with a Magyar Hussar. And say goodbye to the Siege Onagers, Lix. Now Lix, just like that, is down to 10 pop. Yeah, not having units underneath the castle is such a big deal. Viper's trying to survive. Nilly's trying to survive. He can only last so long. And Viper was defeated! Viper was defeated before Nilly! And now Nilly gets 3rd place because Lix goes down a split second before. That's huge for Nilly. That is huge for Nilly. So now at this point, he's had 2 top 4 finishes. And now it's a 1v1. I don't see how Dogao has a chance here. Unless Hera has the throw of his life. Like, if you had Siege Onager, maybe, but... Like, yes, Magyar Cav Archers do have one more range. So you could just be a micro nerd. But honestly, what's to stop Hera from just patrolling in here? Like, Hera can just take the fight. I suppose the castles there might make it questionable. This will be Hera's win. Okay, so Hera had an awful first game, but he figured it out. Yo, what are you... Oh my god, dude. What are you doing? He could have lost half of his army there. Okay, he's fine. Ay, ay, ay. Well played, Dogao, because Dogao... I'll have to look at the rankings, but the placings, but that'll be good for them. So, players who are struggling in that group, I think Odette and Mem so far. Viper's got a good shot because he won the first one. Nacho... let's just look at the standings, but yeah, GG. I will be playing next in my group. And wish me luck, please. This is interesting. Lix had more resources collected. That's really interesting. Lix also had more kills. You see what I mean? It's like timing it. Like, Hera had 288 kills, but he got first place. So he was third in total kills, but he still got first because of the timing and the positioning. That, like, all the land maps in this Battle Royale are freaking amazing. I hope we don't have a water one next. I can show you the standings once it's updated. But for me, I'm tied in third place with Mr. Yo. Still, the goal is top 4 finish. Another top 4 finish here. Depends, but I'm probably secured to go through to the finals later. I think if I get first or second, then certainly. Nice stash, T90. Thank you, Puff the Magic Dragon. Oops, I just went into campaigns. Whoops, the daisies. All right. If you guys saw the little preview video of what the patch is going to be in November, they changed the UI, and it's still kind of tough for me to get used to it. We all know how you perform on water maps. Well, I can't build archer ranges anywhere, so we're fine. Well done. Nice joke, but no, we're completely fine there. Twitch Prime, I think it was. Rich, thank you for the 6 months. Real Head Turner, thank you for the force. Is T90 dressed up as a Super Trooper for Halloween? Love it. Now, I will be Joe Exotic later. Oh, an El Dorado. God. I'm so bad on this map. It's the worst of them all. I'm not excited for this. Yo, why are you picking color? That's my color. I'm going for gray.
90 stonks.
I love the try-hardness to pick gray. I picked gray last game. Then it's only fair that I have gray this game. He probably doesn't realize I'm trolling. And you were yellow the first game. He actually switched it. Okay, I was trolling. Now I feel bad. Watch me lose with gray. I'll go. Oh, no. I go yellow. Oh, God, no. I go gray. Ah! No, I lost yellow and I lost. Okay, we're good. Wait, no, we're not. Oh, no, what did I do? What's even left at this point? Pink? I've lost all my power. Damn it. All right, let's go. I am serious with my color. Okay, if I bet you any money that I'm gonna get like Incas or Mayans. I just have a feeling. It's fitting for El Dorado, right? But truthfully, like this is the most difficult map. It's cluttery. It's really hard to know what to do and where to be. And if you're not getting a Paladin Civ, it's especially tough. Doubt says, let me top 3. I want to play more. All right, I'll do that just for you, Doubt. Top 4 is the goal here. If we don't get top 4, the 4th game we play is going to be real tough. Debbie's trying to form alliances. I think she was either last or close to last in the first 2 games, so she's like, come on, help me. Yeah, Debbie needs a really good result here. Like top 3 here, and then maybe top 3 in the next one as well. Diffa, thank you for the 3 months. T90 stonks. Jack, give me your energy with some classic woos, okay? That's what I want to see. Let's go. This is for charity, all right? Anything we win today goes towards charity. How does Tato get Lithuanians? Mongols. Okay, I can't complain. There's not a lot of castle. Oh, no. Yeah, I can't. Not the best, but not the worst. Can't complain. Mustache, please give me strength. Frank's is actually really good here. Like the stable production is that combined with the HP on the palace is great. I feel like so many, like if I don't make Mangadai, I feel like I'm so countered here. Berbers is so cheap to create the cap. It's fine. No excuses. We just focus. Good luck, Nikov, is all I have to say. I must ask you a question, but you're busy, so I guess I'll shave it for later.
First time on stream
Thanks.
since HC3.
Really?
Also Rip T90.
What's up, Aquarius? Welcome back. You know, the next Hidden Cup might be right around the corner. We do have the 2v2 World Cup coming up in a few weeks. OGN? Hello? Oh, bro. Oh, boy. Hey, don't judge me with the fishing ship, but I actually have a plan. Need to stable. I actually, like, in the back of my mind, I believe that I'm the civilization, the unique unit, of the unique unit you start with. Come on, come on, come on. Units, please. Okay, that was sloppy. We can't push that. We've got to push this. Mongols. I got to remember. Mongols, Mongols, Mongols. So, I found this to be especially tough controlling camps. So for that reason, I'm going to be aggressive on the outer rings to get the camps first, so we can have some more success. Okay. At the docks. Look at Nikov, proving me wrong about the civilizations. Do I want to pick a fight with Doubt right now? I don't think I do, but I'll take the stable. We gotta push a castle now, because if we have no chance against Hal if we don't have a castle. And that's actually gonna be tough because Doubt's pushing this side. So we're gonna give him that and push this side. Also, the trade workshops consistently look like make SO actually. Got SO. Oh, we need to take this. The trade workshops look like stables to me. Good, good, good. We got to maintain control here. And we got to push mid. So we just got to kill the units. Take care of the units, and then you're good. The fish doesn't last too long, but I've always felt like it's a little bit worth it. Okay, now we can make Mangadai in a second. Let's go. Wonder if Doubt's weak enough where we can push that. No, still got Paladin. Okay, looking good. Oh shit, that's bad. I mean, shoot. PG stream. Sorry, kids. That was really bad. Again, if I had like a control all stable hotkey, that would be beautiful. Do not have that. Only have one siege workshop. How do I not have that controlled yet? Oh, I see. We're gonna lose units there. Fair enough. Siege workshop over here. Oh my god. Oh! Come on! How did I not get more kills there? That would have been like the shot of my life. Okay, let's take this from Doubt, but we got to start moving in. Let's run arounds. Keep the siege honors here. Might be able to take something there. Oh shit. Don't like how we have resources, but we don't have position right now. That's what's tough. Take that back from Doubts. However, we still got to focus heavily on the mid. Like this, the middle area, I think we've got to push from a different angle. I think it's got to be down here. So we basically have to decide between taking Doubt or Nikov. Actually, maybe in order to get to the finals, we need to get a good placement, right? So I think maybe what we do is we mass siege, like a ton of siege, and we play very safe. Because I don't know if we can justify, like, we either run into Doubt or Nikov. I think we wait. We wait as long as we can. Chill as much as possible. Especially since our siege workshops are going to go down, which is awful. Doubt's still capturing camps. See, the thing is... See, I hear there's stuff going on over there. We've got to chill. We got to beat Mr. Yo. Doubt has really figured this out, though. Like, players are sending units around. Actually, to me, it looks like that might be Yo. Doing his best to survive. Let's deal with that. Considering we want him to die. No! No, micro. Saved. Okay, Doubt helping a little bit. That's nice. Take that stable from him, maybe. Okay. We've definitely angered the Lord. He's capturing a lot of camps. Oh, lose your paladins. Lose your paladins. Lose your paladins. What? My units will move! I'm killing more of my own units than Doubt's units, it seems like. Does this mean we're higher? No, we're not higher than Doubt. Yeah, that's really weird. We had like some big lag issues there. Not my best moment with Micro either. But I feel like Doubt's got Navy. Debbie isn't dead yet. We've got to push around to get Doubt this way. We can't push Nikov. We've got to make it fast as well. Get Doubt's castle? Come on. Oof. Just lag. Make what I can. He's got a lot of onagers. Holy cow. It's crazy. Need that siege workshop from him. Take other buildings, maybe? Me versus Doubt here. Micro battle. All the jokes I've made about Doubt over the years are now gonna come back to haunt me, I'm sure. You know, I've got Mangadai, right? Oh, there we go. Can make some siege. What? That hero's so strong. He might have just thrown a bit. No. It's the Navy that did it. Oh, hit fire. No. Okay, we still got this. We have to keep this alive. Doubt's gonna lose his that's good. Oh no, he's taking that now. Few more Mangadai. Oh, I need that. Come here. I need that barracks. One Mangadai. 2 siege onagers and a ram walk into a bar. Yes. Oh my god, just let me through. No! 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 Tatsu, help! Tatsu, help! Somebody help! Oh, siege onager. Killed out. Yes! Yes, baby! Tatsu, thank you! That's all I ever wanted. Yes! The teamwork, baby! Let's go! Woo! I needed that one. Okay, so now we just hide. And we hope that no one attacks the siege onager. Third place, I think. Again, this is my worst map. Oh, no. You know what, Tato? I won't even attack you because I respect what you did for me there. Third place, I think, secures us in the top 4 of our group. I would have liked to have done better, but it's not my best map. So as you can see, this map is so tough because, like, Doubt's strategy was to stay alive there with the dock. And it's really tough to take out people's units. And it's also really, it's really tough to pack. It's so awkward. I think what we could have done better there is I could have taken a much better fight against Doubt. I didn't know he was going to have that many onagers. I could have microed it better. But Tatsu's going to win again. I think Tatsu's the favorite to win the whole thing. But yeah, either commit to Doubt or commit to Nikov earlier. I'm happy I committed to Doubt because he was the weaker player of the two. But yeah, GG. Tato again, just so good with this, man. Like, Lithuanians are top tier, that's true, but like his largest army, well, I guess 3 people ended up hitting 200 pop that game. We hit only 173. Jeez, I almost want to rewatch that wreck. Like, I had so little remaining. If it wasn't for Tato's Onager, I think Doubt might have actually been able to outlast me there. Okay. I'll pull up the table here in a second. We're going to cast the second group that's coming up next. The placing should be updated, but thank you for rooting for me. This is all because of you guys saluting and getting excited there. Okay, I'm in third place. Here's a look at the table. Tato's in first. He's 20 with 22 points. Nikov's in second at 17. Oh, I'm also in second at 17. And then you have Yo, Mario. I'm pretty sure at this point that means that Debbie and OGN are out. Like, they'll still play. They can sabotage. But Debbie and OGN have no... Mathematically, it's impossible for them to advance now. Whereas everyone else could. So I'm not, like, out of the woods yet. We still got to aim for top 4. In the other group, we have a 4-way tie for first place. And we're about to see the third game. That's pretty crazy. All right. Sensational play says T90 has some balls to show up with that dead rat in his face. You have some balls to say that in a Twitch chat where I have the possibility to ban you. Who has the bigger balls here?
Missed the start, but now I am here to witness your glorious mustache.
Brand, thank you for the 10. Thank you. All right, so the next game should be starting shortly.
Force nothing.
Instincts 4. Hello, my friend. Thank you for the 11. Did you sort out that issue, by the way? I think it was, we had a conversation on Whisper. Love the stash. Thank you. I love it as well. When does the new patch release? They didn't actually give us information about that. So I can't tell you. I can tell you that this will be on the new patch. You just gave up on it. Okay, well, I definitely didn't have anything on my end. Thank you for the resub. Are you cosplaying Pedro Pascal for Halloween? No. Do you want to see who I'm going to be for Halloween? Tonight, I'm going to be dressing up like this guy right here. In case you've never seen him before, this is what I will be tonight. Yeah, I have the shirt. I have the wig. I already have the stash. I have fake tattoos. So I have like a giant tiger tattoo. That's who I will be tonight. And then Lorena is going to be Carol Baskins, who's another tiger character. No, not even a character. Tiger person. So yeah, it should be funny. That's also part of the reason I want this to be extra scruffy. Hey,
Force nothing.
fun so far, huh? I think this has been really cool so far. We're officially in the money. If we are, maybe someone else can do the math on it if we're top 4 in the next one. Right? Think so. Tato has won twice and got 3rd place. He's so good at this. He's so freaking good, man. Meanwhile, I got 3rd, 4th, 3rd. So we're not excelling, but we're not god-awful. So I'll take that, I suppose. Are you beating Viper? Well, Viper and I aren't in the same group. So that's not possible. Viper's in the other group. Viper is in a 4-way tie for first in his group. So that's pretty competitive. But at the bottom of the second group is tied for last is Odette, Nacho, and Memb. And then you have Hera, who is 5th place there. I am beating Doubt. Yep, Doubt is in here. I'll show you again. This is what the groups look like. But would you be beating Viper? Of course. Of course. Not in a 4-way tie. We'll see if Viper makes it to the finals. I'll probably be playing with him. So, but yeah, this is what the standings look like. But you can get like 8 points for a win. So for someone like Hera, he gets 8 points here. He's immediately in first, and it's still within reach for Odette, Nacho, and Memb if they get good results as well. But I think if they're bottom 3, they're pretty much out. You can also watch the stats on Wikipedia. Yeah, either or. I'm sure it's on Wikipedia. I figured I'd just show it on screen so I could talk about it at the same time. I'm just happy that on that map I didn't struggle too much, because that map is real tough for me. I was losing to the AI on that map. Like, badly.
Twitch Prime, I think it was.
Now all you need for your costume is some meth and some gay male hookers.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're not going to be that realistic. All right. So we're now in. And this is Fall of Rome. I love this map. This is very similar to the one with walls in the middle. And Hera and Viper, I believe, dropped. So I believe they crashed and they have to redo it. All right, that was fun. All right, let's we'll go back and we'll try this again. It's a new game mode, right? They're testing it. Before the day, they said, please remember that this is a patch that is not released yet. It is like a preview patch, so to speak. And if there's issues, please have patience. So, patience, chat. Thanks, DEs, but patience. Thank you, Blowy Boy. I just know, like, deep down inside, like, some of the people who are really low in rankings in that group were like, yes! But it has to be played, so. Blowy Boy, hello, and says, now all you need for your cut. Yeah, I read that, or heard that. But is spectator chat working? Nope. Nope. The total prize pool is $10,000. And that is split between the top 8. And anything that I win will go directly to the Humane Society after the stream. But first place gets $2,700. Second place is $2K. Third is $1,500. Fourth is $1,250. Fifth is $1,000. Then $750 for sixth, $500 for seventh, $300 for eighth. So you're cashing in if you're top 8. Currently, we are top 4 in our group, and we just need to advance to that final. Did they say somewhere what map the final is played on? I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I'd really like to know what the final's played on. What charity are you playing for? Humane Society. If you don't know a lot about the Humane Society, I think it's just in the States, but they do a lot of great work with like animals, rescuing animals, dogs, cats, things like that. So
the slight shave makes it look more like you are a Civil War colonel or something.
a Civil War colonel. Oh, thank you. So yeah, that's where all the money's going. I just like the selection process for the group was kind of random. There's a mix of pros, mix of casters, mix of personalities. I'm great to have that variety, but I never saw this as like a competitive event. And that's a lot of money they put into this. So I'm happy that Microsoft put a lot of money into it. But I figured if I win anything, since this is just for fun, I would prefer to just, pass it along to people who need it. That's true. Joe Exotic partnering with the Humane Society. That is kind of ironic. All right, they're about to start, and hopefully there's no drop here. Volpace, thank you for 7. Need to check. Like, I asked Kaylee, or Ugly, who's in Twitch chat, to handle uploading the first video. And I'm going to message her about that. How would you guys... What's the best structure to upload this to YouTube? Like, do I upload every single game I play in a separate video? I feel like maybe not. I feel like maybe we get it all in one video after the stream. Like, all of it, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let me just update her and we'll hop in. Okay. Yeah, that way there's not like 10 videos going up to my YouTube channel. All right. Let's try this again. I see Nilly's toots. Anyone mezzo? Hera's Mayans. Oh boy. This is a really important game for Hera because remember he was last place first time. All right, so welcome to Fall of Rome. God, I just can see the YouTube comments now about my mustache. Like, if you think Twitch chat is bad, oh, it's going to be so much worse. Hello, Legless Alex, by the way. Now, Nilly was in the practice sessions that I played in, as was Odette. I think Nilly, a player of his quality, is going to, like, remember everything and do a lot of good with it. Now, what's funny is if you're Mayans, you can use stables. You can make Zalato warriors. But in the middle, we have, like, we might have seen, I think I played this map in game 1. But yeah, you've got elevation. There's lots of centurions out here you have to take out and then control these buildings. Keep an eye on the amount of each color you see. There's still some neutral camps to collect. I see Memb spotted some. Again, Memb, Dogao, or sorry, Memb, Odette, and Nacho need good results here. If they don't, they're in big trouble. Now, my opinion, it kind of depends on the civ and depends how everyone else is playing. It always depends, you know. But I would say you delay this as long as possible and take the outer camps. The benefit to getting the middle is I think that's the only area where there's siege workshops. But in order to get these, where are they? These things, trade workshops, you're going to want to be on the outer ring. And Nacho's got a pretty solid civ for this. Because you can make cav that attack faster. You get almost fully upgraded cav archers as well. So you can kind of play it like Huns. Nilly, like, Toons have performed well in this, but Nilly is actually getting sandwiched by Hera and by Nacho. So Nilly might actually... Nilly might... Well, no, is in a rough position. Blix is Byzantines, Dogal's Magars. I love Magars for this. Yes, they lack the heavy siege, but their paladins are great, and their cav archers are better than any other cav archer you'll see out there. Don't you have access to new cap trades? It's pretty good for this. Nah, I'm not bothered. I mean, I do. I'm just... And I'm sorry if you guys really want to see it, but it's important for me to have chat up so we can review this and like when I rewatch it and others rewatch it on YouTube to see what the chat experience is like. And I don't think it brings enough value for me to have set everything up today. And I told him that as well. Like, probably not today, but maybe in the future. All right. So Hera, remember, he's Mayans. Archers are very cheap, but Hera's just lost some pretty crucial camps. Like, lost the range here. Hera's got one range to produce from now. Nacho also first place up against him. Hera's at 41 pop. Man, the populations are not high. Nacho's first place with 50 pop. So you can kind of cheese here, and if you can lure the AI units away from the castle, you can just take the castle and the towers. Like this stable's now Dogal's, for example, because there was no enemy units next to it, so you can try and take the middle like that. It's hard to tell. Like, players choosing gray are going full tryhard because they know how tough it is for people to tell if it's the AI or if it's the player. Hera with good micro. I think Nilly's in trouble. Nilly's in big trouble. Nilly's best plan here is just to run, save units, and find empty camps. Like, you see how there's only 2 units controlling this? If Nilly can get over there, he can take that back. He can take this back. Like, a constant circling on either side is really important. And that storm is coming in. Thank you, Bix. This is one of the first Twitch streams I've caught. I had no idea T90 has an incredible mustache. Well, it all happened on the 24-hour stream 2 months ago, so been working on growing this bad boy out. No one has died yet? Nilly... Oh, this is unfortunate. I think Nilly is choosing to try and survive when he should be trying to get a few camps. It's risky, though, because if there's cav archers there and towers, you could lose your halbs. But you're probably last place anyways. Yeah, he's trying there, denied. Trying here, denied. Oof. Might be last place for Nilly, which puts a lot of pressure on him. Can someone update me on Group 2 standings? Where's Nilly sit right now? Is he one of the ones tied for first? We got Viper here. He's tied for first. Gotcha. But yeah, like, that's... It's not a very good situation for him to be in. Because you need to be top 4, and if 4 are tied for first, and then you just get last here, the other ones, even if they're middle of the table, are way ahead of you with 1 game remaining then. Viper third place, 60 pop. Nacho, first place. And he's going for the strategy I had mentioned. Like, allow the others to take the middle early, then take their camps, and then take the mid. This is really good strategy from Nacho. And I think you could even, if you're comfortable when you see this, you could even loop another force around this way. Wow, Lix is... Wow, the castle actually went down. You can just steal the castles. You don't have to destroy them. That's interesting. I don't think that was a good move from Odette, because that could have been hers. It's like sending your car to the dump right before you buy it. That's the best example I can think of. Nilly's got some cav archers. I think that's his only pop. 3 pop. Can he get something? He could try, maybe? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Make an archer real quick. Make Cav Archers and make Halbs. He could survive if the others get picked on, excuse me. Like Dogal, especially, is in a rough position. Yep, and now you can take this. This is what I'm talking about. Nilly might have the great escape going on here. Oh, boy. Or not. Yeah, you'd need to get to the base of the tower for it to be yours. But he could go this way. He could also go this way. Oh, Hera's there. Haven't talked about Hera in a while. His position isn't... Well, he's doing a good job to try and get the additional camps. But we talked about the weakness of Mayans, and I don't think his position is great right now. At least he has a lot of Halbs and Arbs. Lix does not have control of the middle. There's 4 people in the middle. You have Nacho, Odette, Viper, and Hera. And, wait, no, I got that wrong. I just looked at the score. What am I talking about? It's Mem, Nacho, Odette, and Viper, excuse me. Odette's gonna... Okay, here I can kind of understand trebbing this down. Odette's at 100 pop, and Viper's at 80. Oh boy, Viper just decimated Hera's army, and that's why he didn't have so much here. Yeah, Viper will lose that castle. It doesn't hurt him too much in terms of, like, creating units. Notice there's no castle in the middle. That's been taken care of. Nilly's still alive. Nilly at 14 pop, Dogao at 21 pop. And still trying to do his best to steal camps. Yeah, patrolling is kind of awkward here because you don't want to patrol in. There we go. He can take this archery range, produce a bit more. But Nilly will die to the storm soon. He's got to come this way. What should happen... Oh, Nilly, be careful with your Cav Archers. You'll lose them. Be careful. They're just a lot to warriors. I think Nilly should be fighting there. Yeah, Nilly...
11, 11, 11, 11, 11,
I think...
11, 11, 11,
it's going to be close. But yeah, we can kind of forget about him now. Big fight on this side. He's got 49 paladins from Odette. More like Pro-Det, am I right? Up against the Viper. And should win this because of the paladin numbers. And this could put Viper way down in the rankings as well. He's tied for first, but it's a 4-way tie, which we talked about. Nilly's still running around, so Nilly might actually survive a bit longer. And Viper, all of a sudden, is down to 4 population. If Odette takes his barracks, Viper could be dead. Oh my goodness. Meanwhile, we have Nacho just sitting back. Nilly was defeated. It looks like by Hera or by the towers or both. And so Nilly's last. Dogao, I don't even know where Dogal's at. It's hard to see Gray. Does anyone see Gray? Dogao? Does he have a building, maybe? Oh, he's got 3 Cav Archers over here. And I like how Hera's trying to chase all the other weak players. Because he can't take the middle, so... My prediction here is again, I'm... oh, big fight! Nacho should win this, man. Nacho versus Mem. But you've got Conics, Cav Archers, Siege Onagers. I guess Mem's got some crazy Celt Siege. Dogao splitting. Viper's thinking, if I take out Dogao, then I will have a higher place than him. And he knows how important that is. It's really... It's just... Odette is so focused on camping, she doesn't want to kill Viper. And if she wanted to kill Viper, she could easily destroy Viper right now. So, fortunate for Viper that Odette is choosing not to do much. Big fights over here. I think Mem's in trouble now. Like, Viper could outlast Mem, truthfully. Not sure what Mem can really make. Again, it depends on how the players play. Here comes Lix. He has a trade workshop at least, but no castle. Yeah, this could... I mean, I feel like there's one player secure in their position, and that's Nacho. Apart from that, this could go either way. Like, Viper could get second somehow. Hera mopping up. Is he, though? He's got no buildings whatsoever. Now, he's also in a position where he has to just run. But he's forced to go middle soon because of the storm. So, like I said, I think Hera could now be the next to go down. It's really tough to say. Hera's got to go in. Mem, come on. This is attack ground. This is an amazing opportunity for an attack round. Let's go. Let's go. Attack round, Mem. Okay, Hera's choosing to run, which is the wise move. Odette's still sitting here. Odette using Trebs on the units from Lix. Think about the strength of Bulgarians, though. They have the faster attack in Cav. They have the Conics. They have Siege Onager. I mean, it's one of... I think Bulgarians are top 5 in this, if you think about it. Does depend on the map, but I think even their water tech tree is decent. We finally found where Bulgarians fit in the meta. And Lix is going to go to the middle. Hera's still running around. I think especially if you're Mem, like, you're going to want higher placing. You should probably be trying to contribute a little bit to take out Hera. Because Mem, remember, and Odette, very low scores in the group. Nacho as well. I think this is going to be the end of Hera, though. Okay, he's got a tower now. He's keeping units alive, but how long is that going to last? Hera's using the... he's microing the tower, okay. Viper's still alive. Yeah, Hera's going to be the next to die. Should be, anyways. I love how Hera's tower... Hera's tower did so much work. Wait a second, where's Dogao? Dogao's still alive with 1 unit, bro. I completely forgot about Dogao. 1 Cav Archer still. He's just trying to outlast Hera, and he does it. Yo, that could be huge. He outlasted Hera. He had 1 unit for probably like the last hour. Look at him dodging the castles, dodging the bombard tower. Oh, and now he goes down, but that's still huge. And speaking of huge, big shot there. Who will be next? This is fun, man. This is really fun stuff. Oh, geez. Okay, I think this is a good time to take the hill if you're Nacho. But how does everyone engage this? I think you don't want to fight if you're in Viper's position. Let the others take the fights. Same if you're Mem. But Mem's kind of forced to take the fight now as Nacho moves forward. Yeah, Mem is just going to disappear here. Like, forget about Mem in this game. Everything he has is going to die. Oh, nice little split there. Oh, this is so crazy and so hectic. They got to watch out for the storm. Nacho will lose some units here. Nacho needs to take out Mem's woads as Mem is just looking to micro. Lix is now down. We also have micro from Odette. Again, it's just trying to outlast. I think Viper and Mem will be the next 2 to go down. As Viper goes this way, Mem's going this way. Oh, come on, Nacho. You've got to use... It really depends on how Nacho uses the siege onagers. Big attack rounds here would end Mem. Not doing it. And so it's between Viper and Mem. This is similar. Oh, Viper takes a big shot. And the funny thing is the shot was meant for Mem. That's what's hilarious about that. Viper's got 2 very weak paladins, 1 weak paladin. Viper's down. That's massive for Mem. So we have Nacho, Odette, and Mem as the top 3 in a group where they're the bottom. What is up with this group, man? All the other players were above Nacho, Odette, and Mem going into this game. And now in this game, the players who need the results the most get top 3. But yeah, this all stemmed back to Nacho getting the camps. Very well played from Nacho. I think Odette and Mem just weren't... Like, let's look at the KD for a second. It's not too bad. It's not too bad, actually. I was going to say they were less active. Like, Lix got... I don't know if he was less active, but he got less kills. Certainly, Nilly, who's been out for a while, doesn't have many kills. But yeah, Mem and Odette, they didn't take any, like, real big engagements. They took a middle position, and they just waited. And then Nacho did the rest of the work for them to take the top dogs off. Okay, so now I need to look at the table for that group. But I'll briefly do that because I have one more game to play. And if I... Well, we'll break it down and see what I need to get. But again, I think I need a top 4 result in order to get to the finals. So it's top 4 from my group, and then top 4 from the group we just watched. That will go to the final game. Why don't they garrison? To not lose building. Because when you're inside of a building, you're not securing the building. You lose access to the building if someone is next to the base of it. Thank you, Age Sam. That was a lot of spinning. Right round, right round. All right. Thank you guys for the support today. So many new primes and welcome. I know you weren't expecting this if you showed up to the stream for the first time today. Nice to see how excited people are for this. Set a stable hotkey quick. I have a stable hotkey. What? Didn't I have a stable hotkey in every single game? Oh, all stable. Okay, fair. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. If we get to the finals, we'll worry about that. That's a fair point. All right, so someone's got a host for us. Yeah, so the decision for the YouTube upload, if you guys want to watch this on YouTube later, is we're going to be going for just all of it in one video. I didn't realize there'd be so much. All right, here are the results currently. This is the situation, guys. I'd say pray to the Lord Doubt, but don't do that because he's actually one of the enemies. So we have 17 points. Nikov has 17 points and Tato has 22. So like Yo and Mario and Doubt are right behind us. If we're bottom 3, if we're like 6th, 7th, or 8th, I think we don't go to the finals. This is a very competitive group. Now in the other group, that just shook things up big time. Viper's still first, but Lix is right behind him. Dogal, then Nilly, then Nacho, Odette, Hera, and Memb. So Hera and Memb are last there. That's going to be tough for them, but it's still top 4 is doable depending on how that last game goes. All right. OGN says the Crash Master is here. Yeah, OGN's been crashing, unfortunately. I remember Sniper. I don't know what it is exactly. Sniper, who's also a French content creator in Age of Empires, also had crashing issues. Here, wrong scene. We got to go here. But that was during test games. All right, so Yo took the color. I'm going to go with pink again because I guess it was decent. This is going to be how the mode will work after the update, question mark? Yeah, pretty much. There's 5 maps in total. I don't think... I hope we're not doing El Dorado again. It shouldn't be El Dorado. I hope it's not. Again, that's like, we've already played, of the 3 games, we played 2 of my worst maps. So, it should not be El Dorado. It should be something else. Waja, thank you for 37. Man, that's a long time. 37 months in a row, chat.
Have a cowboy hat? Would go nicely with
Also,
the stash.
Nimino, I don't know if you're still hanging around. Nimino hit the 4 years today, and the badge looks amazing. I didn't even need to see your resub message because I saw the badge. I knew. Let me double check. Fact check Tato here. I don't know about this. Got tags everywhere. This is happening. This is happening. Boo boo. Okay. This is technically game 7, right? And it's on Battle on Ice. Didn't we play Battle on Ice? No, I casted that. I hate that. Feels bad. Okay, it's fine. I gotta get out of that mindset, you know? I was like that with El Dorado as well. Basically, any of them that have water are kind of meh. Whoa, what's this picking Civ? Debbie, we know you're last place, but that doesn't mean we break the rules for you. Okay. All right, that was sly. It was sneaky. Thank you, Captain Fuentes. Thank you for the 8 months. Thank you, Igoroko, for the year. We've got gold badges, blue badges, gray badges, pride badges, purple badges, black badges, badges in chat. Thanks, guys. I forget this one, too. Okay, I think I have a game plan set. Badger. Yep. Goths. Oh, God. I guess the spam's good. No siege. Kind of mediocre on water. I can't even take advantage of free loom nowadays. What is this? Hates all maps and Civ picks. I got Malians on a water map, guys. Malians on a water map. They don't get Bracer, they don't get Galleon. It was awful. I mean, I got a decent result there. Now I've got Goths on a water map. Could be worse, We just got to wait for OGN's, for all the mice in OGN's wheel to start running. There's a few of them in there. Sometimes they run opposite directions. You've got to, like, hop into the cage, turn him around, get him to run the right way. The mice are dead. Wow, Pete. Okay, it's coming back to me. Let's go. That's huge. I like that. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? I'm goths. Guess I'll make hand cannons. Champions? Huskarls? The good thing my pop is going to go really high. So that I do like. I've actually never played with goths in this game mode. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to take that castle. That's probably an awful fight to take, but I'm going to take it anyways, because I think it's more about taking control fast than anything. That's good.
I always listen to your content while having to do mindless tasks.
Okay, so we see red on that side. We'll take this.
For the many great laughs.
We've got a lot of trade workshops right now. So what we're going to do is send a small group on stand ground to the, or spread formation to the middle. With the reasoning of secure that just in case. Oh, now it's making archers. Okay. Wait. Oh, I don't have a Huskarl hotkey. And we want to go spread formation to take control of the dock. So you don't even really fight the water. Good. So now we can take docks. Now we can make navy. Okay, so we're gonna send in Huskarls this way in a second. Okay, we've got this. I'm gonna push Debbie because she won't be angry at me afterwards. You know, goths are actually looking to be pretty strong right now, if I'm being honest. Yeah, Debbie's nice, so she won't be upset with us if we kill her. Plus, she's already in last place, so. Okay, water focus now needed. Everything we've got. We're gonna get camps from Debbie. That's good. But water focus is huge. OGN's been defeated. Maybe Goths are OP here. I'm gonna lose my barracks though, which I hate. Debbie, that's probably gonna defeat her. It sucks that there's not many barracks for me to make halbs from. Debbie, gimme. Is that trade? Did Mario just make trade? Could be wrong. Looks like Mario just made trade. All right. Well, I think with the way this is going, we are going to make it to the finals. But I shouldn't say those things, right? Need units to the middle. Okay, let's stop taking excessive engagements. Okay, we gotta clear out doubt. Ready for this, guys? Okay. Whoa, is my... Oh, my... Oh, it is working. It doesn't show that I'm actually creating units, though. Gotcha. See, we can steal the docks. Okay, so that's Halbs. I think we can take that soon after we take care of Doubt. Yo. More Navy, more Navy, more Navy. Ooh, I don't like that. That's actually very creative for Mario to swoop around. Doubt's got show tells, but now we should have his docks. Now we can take mid. Good. Doubt's in big trouble now. Nikov's got a lot of numbers. Doubt's tried to take the tower. We'll take it back. That's a big oof. That's a big oof right there. Don't love our position anymore. Nikov's looking super strong. Latest. Oh god. Oh god. This is really bad. This is really bad for us. Ah! I might not make top 4! Thank you, Tato. Need that trade. Outer ring, yeah, I'm thinking the same. I can take some things over there, but it's all like desperation time for me. Oh god. And it must be desperation time for others as well. If this is what the pops look like. Oh, you see what Debbie's doing? You see that? She's just sitting there. Okay, Doubt's been defeated. That's huge. It's also really important that Yo is giving me that trade workshop. Okay, now he's gonna take it back, which is fine and expected. We've gotta like try and get through. Also, I think Debbie's got units around. We take out Debbie, we're in a nice position. And Mario. Mario's gotta die. Yeah, there's Debbie. That's good. As expected. Again, we're chasing Mario. Debbie's defeated. Nice. Okay. Sweating for a little bit there. But as long as Mario goes down, which I think we can handle, or like other people are going to handle for us, we'll be fine. Also got a lot of Huskarls right now. Should get that. I think that's the end of him. Middle's helping us somewhat. We need this camp. Mario's still not dead. Okay, we leave mid. All the units matter. Oh, there he is. Can't make him choose a side. He's got to go either into Nikov or into me. Please kill him, guys. I gotta depend on everyone else right now. I think that's a good fight for us. Especially against Nikov, who's a little bit not too far away from each other with placement. He's got a tower to camp, though. Kill Mario. He's probably still running around. Maybe I should do that. Maybe it's a good strat. But we're going to be top 4, so I think we go to the finals, which is good. We can also steal docks, which kind of keeps us alive. Think this means Yo goes to the finals as well? Doubt? Probably out. Okay. Well, apparently I need a horse to be running around like this. That was a waste. Come on, someone kill Mario. Trade camp? Too greedy? Okay, I'll take it. We're probably dead now. We'll just patrol. Oh god, there were demos. Yeah, like Nikov's gonna focus on me. If I run, I'm probably dead. But I'll try and run. Hopefully they can kill Nikov. Because I can't engage. Oh, they're doing it. Yo, yeah, focus on him. He's the pro player. Focus on him. Yeah, that's right. Focus on Nikov. Not me. Split. Run! No! Wait. Oh. Yeah, let's go. Run. Run. Get another duck. Get another duck. Get another duck. Get another. That's mine. Get Nikov. Get. Damn it. Was close. GG. That was smart from Nikov. That reminds me of what happened in game 1 when it was there were 3 remaining, and then Nikov just squeaked away with second place. All right, so we got like 4/3 or something like that. That should mean we're in the top of the group. We have to find out what happens in the other group, but we're officially in the money. Maybe I was too active. I don't know. Like, do you see that KD there? Maybe I had too much focus on the outer camps and didn't make enough Navy. I got overconfident. I was like, we won this. We won this. No, I think I said we're advancing. But, you know, that's an okay KD. I'll take that. Nice stashing 90. Thank you. My performance so far has been on par with the stash, I'd say. Catches your eye? A little bit surprising. You kind of get used to it after a while, right? Quit running, man. I want a hug. Nikov, you don't want to hug me. Do you see this? You don't want to hug me. Go attack someone else. That's the second time that you got second place. Well played. Nikov. I would say that my take on Goths prior to the start of that game is a little bit off. Goths were actually really good for the start. Performance like the stash. Good start, good end, but the middle's kind of missing. Stop it. It was an accident. Okay, they haven't updated the scores yet. Okay, so this table's been updated. Tato's number 1 with 24. Nikov is number 2 with 24. I'm number 3 with 23. Yo is number 4 with 23. So just as everyone expected, I move on with Tato, Nikov, and Yo, and Doubt is out. Just as everyone expected. GG, but Mario, Doubt, Debbie, and OGN Empires are out. For the next group, it's very competitive. You've got to expect that Hera's not going to get last like he did the first game. That's still haunting him here. Could go either way. If you think about it, let's say Hera wins. Hera's top 4. So anyone can advance in the deciding game for that group. Yeah, it's true. I think Memb and Hera need to have, like, they need to be top 2 to have a chance. Good point, good point. All right. Rip OGN. I think OGN is dropping, though, guys. I think OGN's DCing, from what I'm understanding. And I will, if I'm not in the final... Well, no, I'm in the final. What am I talking about? I'm going to cast this next group, and then I'll play the final. Where can you see the scores? I think we have a command for it if you just do bracket. Yeah, bracket should have the current standings.
Force nothing.
That is the sexiest mustache I have ever seen.
Thank you. Thank you for the 4 months. Thank you, Double Cream Ice Cream, for the 7 months. Says so you're shaving while skydiving. No! I'm not shaving the mustache while skydiving. I'm shaving after skydiving. Actually, what we're going to do is I'm probably just going to, like, make it really short and see if I still like it. I've grown attached to this thing, both physically and emotionally. So it's not going to be a scraggle-daggle after the skydiving. But for the skydiving, it needs to be, in my opinion, like blowing in the wind. So I can't believe I'm skydiving in a week. They haven't started the next game yet, but they will shortly. Isn't next month November? Yes. But we set the sub goal. Well, when did the 24-hour stream happen, right? 24-hour stream happened late August, early September. So it's been almost 2 months. Oh, also, I want to say thank you to the people who have stayed subbed since then and throughout this long journey from no mustache, no face cam, to no viewers, to some viewers, to mustache, and quite a few viewers. Thank you, guys. And thanks for the viewership today. It's been cool. Would you guys say that Microsoft's done a bang-on job with this event in terms of, like, the entertainment value? I'm the first to criticize people if it needs criticized, but that's because I'm always honest, right? And so honesty comes with the good things, the average things, and the bad things, and this is good in my opinion. The only thing you could possibly question is, like, there are a lot of people who probably wanted to play in this, and there was no qualification process. But I think the point was Microsoft's like, hey, let's put some money on the line. Let's get some like well-known community members involved from a lot of different regions, and let's just showcase what's going to be in the new update. And also, can we at least appreciate there's going to be some cool stuff with the year anniversary?
If you're still looking for a place to donate the money, my valet is always open for
That's
you.
pretty cool. And I'm going to try to have a video on the new update and talk about that all. They haven't given even me a date when the update comes, but I aim to get it up midweek for you guys. Hannibal's Lecture, thank you for the $5 dono. Says if you're still looking for a place to donate the money,
staying subbed?
my valet is always open for you. Well, thank you for the $5. Willis, with an additional account, has now subbed for 39 months. What a flex. I'm like, guys, thanks for supporting me. You guys are awesome. Thanks for all the subs, the longtime subs. Willis has 3 accounts subscribed to this channel, and he just wanted to remind everybody of such. All right. I think we're good here. Let's cast away. And this is the final game in Group 2. For those that don't know the story there, let's speed up a little bit. Guess that'll do. The story is, there was a time... This is the map that I absolutely hate. This is one of the most frustrating ones. But there was a time when sub-gifting was not a thing. And so I had set a sub goal of 500 Twitch subs to do a 24-hour stream, which I had said was impossible. I actually said 24 hours of just Force Nothing, because I thought it was impossible. Viper off to a good start, controlling lots of docks. And so what happened was, like, Willis and a few other select names, who many of which are still around, created additional accounts on which to sub. So they had to, like, set up all their payment details on extra Twitch accounts to get extra subs to take us over the edge. And Willis has maintained some of those subs. What's interesting is Memb and Hera are last place. Both of them need number 1 or number 2, or they're out and they're not going to the finals. And they're right next to each other, so that's really interesting. So what's tough here is you've got to push elite battle elephants to get to these middle areas. But I think my concern when I played this, well, besides the fact I had freaking Malians, which is such a garbage civ for this map. Actually, Hera's got Malians. Oh, Hera's Malians too. Well, that's all right, Hera. I got 4th. I got 4th place, so you can do it too. Actually, no, you can't, because if you get 4th place, you're dead. You're out. You need better than that. But I think the mistake I make when I play this is I don't commit underneath castles early enough. Like, I see the elephants and freak out. So I think you've really got to commit to sending units, whatever it may be, underneath that. Viper's making Salato warriors. So Aztecs and Mayans can create things from their stable. That's what a Salato warrior is. It looks pretty freaking cool, but it's still not ideal. Unfortunately for... I think Mem's out. Like, Mem not only needs 1st or 2nd, but I think Mem, he's at 13 pop. Yeah, Mem is not going to the finals. Rough ride here. Completely sandwiched. I was really worried that Nikov would have a vendetta against me because of the random seeding in hidden cups. Nikov, like, the most unfortunate player ever in terms of the random seeding in hidden cup. I thought the second he'd get a chance to play against me with a lot of people watching, he was going to remind me. It's like, hey, I mean, it was random seeding. There's not much I could do, but that happened. Yeah, you're right. Mem had little land, but the problem was Dogal beat him to the shoreline here, and Hera beat him to the shoreline here. So you've got to get a fast start out and control those docks and produce from them immediately. Nili's doing a heck of a job over here. Dogal is too. And I think maybe Viper... Like, he's lost the left side control now to Dogal. He's lost the right side control to Nili. So he's really going to have to hope that he has the docks to produce in the middle. The problem is he's lost a trade workshop here. The problem is he should lose this trade workshop. So if Nili sends elephants that way, like, Viper's going to run out of resources to produce units. So you really... It's about production buildings, but trade workshops. Like, Hera's got a few... Mem's still alive somehow. I don't even know. Okay, he's over here. Making Arbalest on water. Other side, we've got Nacho. I mean, remember, this is a really competitive group. Nacho has the castle, and Odette, in a desperate position, is taking what I consider to be a worse fight. Nacho's got imp camels. No, Nacho! Nacho cheese! That was not good. I mean, it's actually still fine, but I think he should have left a unit next to the castle. But he somehow got it back, so that's fine. Yeah, Lix is kind of... If Lix doesn't have the numbers to be able to push this either, he's boxed out. Lix is in the position I was in when I played this map. And luckily I got 4th. Like, I couldn't advance past the castles. Can't really compare it to Dogal's situation, as Nili's done a good job to take this. But the reason you can't compare it to Dogal's situation is because he's got so many camps to produce from. And Hera might be able to pull off top 2. It's not looking great. Because you have Odette now switching over to this side and running away from Nacho. But again, if Hera does not get top 2 and if Mem does not get top 2, they do not move on to the finals. So they're out of the money. Think Viper? Well, we'll have to see. But, you know, it's the correct move for everyone to just stay in here as long as possible. Mem is just a few units away from dying. And I say a few units, like if Dogal pressures. I actually take it back. I don't think this map is as bad as the El Dorado one. El Dorado one I really am not a fan of. But now that I'm thinking about it strategically, it's not like castles are super dominant if you get it early. You have to expand both sides, which I think is really cool. Mem has units in the center. Well, I mean, he had. Like, again, it's just a few units away from losing everything. Oh, wow. He's fortunate to still have that camp. Yeah, he's at 12. And Hera is at 35 pop. Mem and Hera are going to be bottom 2 in the game where they need to be top 2? What? Maybe Viper, actually. Let's not forget about this guy. 17 pop for Viper! What? Yo, what if, like, Mem, Hera, and Viper are all eliminated with these results? This could be massive. Can someone tell me what happens if Viper's last? Yeah, maybe took the castle too early. Dogal and Nili really quick to take the land. Viper is first for now? Is he still in regardless? Still has a good chance if he makes it. Fair enough. Okay, okay. Good to know, because he's in a rough position. Where is Mem? Okay, Mem's got 2 Arbs. 2 Arbalest. Viper's gonna see that. And goodbye to Mem. Salutes in chat to say goodbye to Mem TV. Ripperoni. Hera. You know, we got Malians, random Civ. It can be brutal, as we saw. I experienced that earlier myself. But who took control of all of Mem's land? It wasn't Hera. It was Dogao. Like, Dogao has done such an amazing job. And now Nilly's at 200 pop. Well, Nilly's going to be through, definitely. Dogao's probably going to be through as well. Viper. I think it largely depends on how good players like Nacho, Odette, and Lix rank. But yeah, he's just toggling through and trying to produce what he can. Again, he doesn't have that many trade workshops, so the resources aren't coming in, even if he has the production buildings. Nilio is a player who I expected to be really dangerous in this because of his deathmatch skills. Because deathmatch players are so good at queuing up units in all the right areas and prioritizing the right ones. I felt like, you know, he would be a real force in this. It's not really like Diplo matters, you know? Doubt's the king of Diplo amongst the pro players, so he would have done a better job maybe. And Hera was just defeated. So Membe and Hera are both out. I think Hera, like, second to last here, and in the very first one, he was dead last. So you're not going to be able to advance if you do that. Yet initially, he wasn't on the list of players. I'm not sure what happened behind the scenes. I think Sniper might have backed out, or maybe Hera said, hey, I want in. So Hera, you know, joined the group. But after watching the first game, it was obvious to me that Hera probably hadn't seen the settings yet. Because I don't think he found a building or a trade workshop and then was dead within like 2 minutes. He definitely picked it up. I think he even almost got a win. Maybe he did get a win. Yeah, I think he got a win in one of the stages, but it was not consistent. So again, I think if Viper, let's say Viper dies next, which is likely, and then Lix, Odette, and Nacho are near the top, Viper has a chance to be out, but I still think odds are Viper's going to make it through. It's a battle of the 200 pop players over here. Viper's just been defeated. Nilly's got Burmese elephants as a meat shield. Andy's got galleons. This is pretty sick. I think this is a much better fight for Nilly. Dogao's Q is also way worse. Oh, wow. Dogao, you know what? Like, yes, Dogao and Nilly were number 1 and number 2. But if they fight each other, Dogao could lose everything. And he's also losing control. Like, he doesn't have a castle. Pretty soon, none of this is going to matter. Dogao is in. Oh, boy. And this is what I mean. It's pushing Nacho, Lix, and Odette higher up on the table. I think Viper's in, though. Okay, I think Viper would have to be dead last, and then the other players would have to be higher. Okay. Nacho. Second place. I would avoid every engagement possible. Same with Lix. But then again, you're forced to the middle on this map. Nilly might have to stop focusing on Dogao so much and go mid. Imperial camels and elite elephant archers. Okay, who's got demos? Anyone? Demos? Give me some demos. You see the ranking of the total populations on the bottom right. That breaks down who has the most. I feel like elephants work very well. Odette's over here with Cav. I think that... I mean, she's just hoping that others die before her. But truthfully... I guess Lix can't do anything about it, and maybe Nacho doesn't want to, but... If Nacho were to die before Lix, or before Odette, that would be a big mistake. I don't see that happening, though. I think Odette's going to be the next to go down. Military counts are here, by the way. All right. Well, finals are up next. We're in the finals. Yep, Nacho knowing the situation, but also realizing killing Odette might not be worth it, because then to lose numbers against Nilly. Number 1 and number 2 here. Okay, salutes in chat for Odette. She's out, and I don't think she advances. So she joins. Hera, Mem. Yeah, Hera and Mem as the players who do not advance out of that group. And then I think it very much depends. Like, if Nacho wins this, I think he's through. And maybe Dogao or Lix is out. Dogao is out now of this game. I wish I had the table up. I know some people are looking at it, and you can just use the bracket command if you want to look at it, but I think it's Nacho, Nilly, Viper, and I don't know who the fourth person that will go through then. Lix? Lix might actually get in then, because he'll be third. And then it doesn't even matter who wins between Nacho and Nilly, because it's just about advancing to the finals. Yep, so I think in my group, it's Yo, Nikov, Tato, and myself. And then in this group, it's going to be Nilly, Viper, Nacho, and Lix. Who will win this fight, though? It's so awkward because the elephants... Like, what's better, elephant archers or battle elephants? I mean... I feel like the battle elephants are better, but they also can't engage. Nacho's still with more units. Again, Nilly will recognize at this point it doesn't really matter. I mean, the elite elephant archers do have sick attack. They've got a little bit more HP, so yeah, Nacho wins. Congrats to Nacho. All right, I'll pull up the group just to make sure we're right on that, but the finals will be coming up. Make sure to stick around and root for me. Look at that, by the way. That's a satisfying look. Yeah, there might be a lot of ties in this group, but that doesn't matter.